What if the secret to life was to do nothing and let everything unfold? What if softness was stronger than force? This is the paradoxical, poetic path of Taoism, an ancient Chinese philosophy that offers wisdom for a world constantly in motion. Taoism, or Taoism, is a spiritual and philosophical tradition born in ancient China. Centered around the concept of the Tao, or wuwei, it teaches harmony with nature, effortless action, and living in tune with the universe's flow. But Taoism isn't a religion with strict dogmas. It's a way of seeing, being, and understanding the world. It invites us to listen deeply, let go of control, and embrace the mystery of life. Legend says that Taoism began with a man who vanished. Laozi, or Old Master, lived over 2,500 years ago during a time of chaos and war in China. A record keeper in the Zhou dynasty, he grew disillusioned with society. One day he left civilization behind, heading west on a water buffalo. At a border pass, a guard begged him to write down his wisdom before disappearing forever. Laozi agreed, and in just 5,000 Chinese characters, he wrote the Tao Te Ching. The Tao Te Ching is not a rule book. It's a poetic puzzle full of paradoxes. It teaches wuwei, the effortless action, the power of water, the strength of yielding. It doesn't tell you what to do. It helps you see what is. 2 centuries later came another Taoist sage, Zhuangzi, a free spirit, a master storyteller, and one of the most profound philosophers in history. Zhuangzi loved riddles, humor, and dreams. He questioned reality, mocked rigid thinking, and challenged the limits of human knowledge. Once Zhuangzi dreamed he was a butterfly, fluttering carefree, then he woke. Was he a man who dreamed of being a butterfly, or a butterfly now dreaming he is Zhuangzi? Zhuangzi's tales ask us, what is real? Who are we? Why are we so sure of anything? He invites us to dance with uncertainty, to laugh, let go, and live lightly. Taoism isn't built on commandments or creeds. Instead, it offers a way of seeing, a philosophy grounded in a few core ideas that quietly transform how we live. 1. Tao, the way. The Tao, often translated as the way, is the central idea in Taoism, but it isn't a road or a set of instructions. It's the ultimate reality, the source of everything, and the rhythm behind the natural world. The Tao gives birth to all things and flows through all things. It cannot be named, described, or grasped with logic. As Laozi says in the Tao Te Ching, the Tao that can be spoken is not the eternal Tao. To follow the Tao is to align yourself with the natural order, to stop forcing and start flowing. It's not about conquering the world, it's about syncing with its deeper pulse. 2. Wuwei, effortless action. Wuwei is perhaps the most famous Taoist concept, often misunderstood as laziness or doing nothing. But wuwei isn't inaction. It's non-forced action, doing things in perfect harmony with the moment, without struggle or resistance. Think of a master archer. When they shoot with anxiety or ego, they miss. But when they're fully present, flowing with the moment, their aim is true. That's wuwei, doing without overdoing, acting without forcing, letting go of the ego's grip and trusting life to unfold. 3. Yin and Yang. At the heart of Taoist cosmology is the dance of yin and yang, the interplay of opposites. Yin is dark, soft, passive, feminine. Yang is light, hard, active, masculine. These are not enemies. They are partners, always shifting, always seeking balance. Life is not black or white. It's the circle that contains both. Taoism teaches that imbalance creates suffering, but when we honor both yin and yang, within ourselves and the world, we move closer to harmony. 4. Simplicity and naturalness, Ziran. Another essential Taoist value is Ziran, often translated as naturalness or self-so. It means being as you truly are, without pretense, striving, or artificiality. In the Taoist view, much of our suffering comes from pretending, trying to be something we're not. But nature doesn't pretend. A tree doesn't force itself to grow. It simply grows. Simplicity isn't poverty, it's clarity. Ziran invites us to return to our original nature, uncarved, unpolished, and real. 5. Compassion, humility, and moderation. The three treasures. Laozi spoke of three treasures, simple virtues that guide the Taoist life. Compassion, to care deeply for others. Humility, to avoid placing yourself above anyone. Moderation, to know when enough is enough. These virtues aren't grand gestures, they're daily practices. In a world of extremes, the Taoist treasures bring us back to balance. Taoism isn't just philosophy. Over centuries it became a religion too. Temples were built, priests and rituals emerged. Deities like the Jade Emperor, the Eight Immortals, and Laozi himself were venerated. Religious Taoism also included alchemy, meditation, qigong, and the pursuit of immortality, not just of the body but of spirit and harmony. Still, at its heart, Taoism remains deeply personal. Whether practiced through rituals or quiet reflection, it points inward, toward unity with the Tao itself. Taoism shaped Chinese art, poetry, medicine, and martial arts. It inspired calligraphy, painting, even the layout of cities based on feng shui. Today, Taoism quietly influences the world, from mindfulness practices to minimalism, eco-conscious living to martial arts like Tai Chi and Kung Fu. In a world obsessed with doing, Taoism invites being. In a world rushing forward, it offers stillness. Why does Taoism still resonate? Because it speaks to a deep part of us, the part that's tired of control, that longs for flow, simplicity, harmony. Taoism doesn't give answers, it gives space, to wonder, to listen, to live. Be like water. Flow where there's space, avoid resistance, nourish without trying. The way that can be told is not the eternal way, but perhaps you've heard its whisper.